till I come.
Welcome everybody, and today is a great day to be a VR enthusiast because we have not only one but two headsets that came out around the same time. We have the Oculus Rift S and we have the Oculus Quest that I'm still waiting for in the mail. Hopefully soon I should get it. I want to have a little bit of discussion on my first 24-hour experience with the Rift S. Now, one of the things that I am really impressed with is the actual controllers. They are made of high quality plastic. They feel good in the hand. A little bit different on the balancing issues than what I'm used to, but that's something I can get over. What I really do like is the feel of the thumbstick. It's smaller than a Xbox thumbstick, but it has that same grippiness and same quality feel. These do slide up sometimes in the middle of play, but they usually just slide right back. So the weight is just something that you have to get used to. But one thing that I did run into, and one of my major gripes with this headset, is going to be the angle of these rings right here. Let me give you an example. When you have the headset on, like so, and you're aiming the gun, if you're trying to look down the scope of the gun and you get anywhere close to this part right here, the same thing happens that happens with Windows Mixed Reality, is that the tracking is going to get stuck and freeze on you at the worst times when you're trying to adjust your aim down the barrel of a gun. Now, you have to hold your arms further out. So in first-person shooters, you're not aiming down the sight anymore. Now you're just kind of looking through the sight from a further distance, which is kind of annoying. And it's one of the things that I was hoping that Oculus was going to solve with the addition to all of these cameras. Don't get me wrong. The tracking is really good and much improved, much needed improvement. Throwing balls, throwing grenades is actually really doable now. Pushing off a wall in games like Echo Arena or Lone Echo is now doable when you're looking the opposite way, and I tried pushing completely behind me and it worked really well. Advancing myself and pushing off of walls worked really well. Throwing a basketball worked really well. Playing a tennis game worked really well. Even when I did a bow and arrow game and I was trying to lose the tracking by going around here, I was still getting the movement and it was still accepting it. That worked really well. The only thing is, my biggest pet peeve with my Samsung Odyssey is when I get too close to the headset. So you're still going to run into that problem. Did run into a problem with the button. While I was playing a game, I noticed that when I was clicking this one in and out, my finger would go in and out with no problem. But when I was clicking this one in and out, it would have a delay sometimes. Like it wasn't completely, the sensor wasn't completely registering the depress of the button. So sometimes the finger wouldn't go out, or sometimes it would go out slow, or sometimes it would not go out. So it was kind of weird, and I hope it's not a hardware related issue, and I hope it's just a software related issue. Comfort. The headset is comfortable. The only gripe I have with the headset is this material right here on the face is probably going to want to look into replacing it with something else, because this is a sweat sponge and it looks like it's going to wear out really quick. It is soft, but it is almost too soft, because the rubber that's around here, it starts to actually dig a little bit into your face, and you start feeling it, especially if you're a glasses wearer and you're trying to like push this up to increase the FOV. It does start digging a little bit into your skin. Optics crisp. I do like the optics. They had a really good choice in optics, and they're crisp and clear, but my problem is not the optics, it's the IPD adjustment. I tried adjusting it to the lowest setting and I tried to adjust it to the highest setting, and I did not see any discernible difference. What I did see is that certain objects that weren't completely in my center of my view were like, would have like one side a little bit god rayed, and I think that had something to do with the IPD adjustment. I did not I did adjust it to my IPD, which is 69, and I felt like it wasn't really as good as the manual adjustments. The audio is just as bad as you've heard. It's barely passable, no basses, and it is really annoying in VR to have to put on a headset, and sometimes you have to look at your monitor and you have to take things off, and it's really annoying to have a headset on there. Now we have to wait to see how good some of these add-on clips, and judge for yourself if that's going to be an option for you or not, but I do think it's a huge downgrade, and I was severely disappointed with that. Now, the way to set up your boundaries is a really cool pass-through. It's very simple to do. It takes only a couple seconds to redo your boundaries and you're ready to go. I like that system a lot. Now, as far as the color that you can get from these screens, the colors aren't as rich for me because I'm used to having the Samsung Odyssey Plus, and the screens in there are OLED, so there's a big difference, and you can't compare OLED to LCD. You're always going to get a major color difference. But in saying, the LCDs that are in this are actually really good because the blacks are pretty decent. Now, they're not going to be as black as they look in my headset, the Samsung Odyssey, but they're still pretty black for being an LCD headset. Now, I really did want this headset to be great. I was hoping that they figured out the tracking. At least they figured out most of the tracking, but what it was really important for me is to have up close, looking through the scope of a gun quality tracking, and that was a serious failure point on that end. Now, more important than that is I've been having major software issues. I've been having hardware compatibility related issues. I did have to reinstall Oculus. I had to repair it. I had to update all my USB drivers. I had to make sure I did everything. I made sure that they weren't turning off because of power concerns, and I am still getting the problem where the Oculus app will just turn off after about a minute or two, sometimes 5 minutes of play, and I haven't been able to get an experience longer than just a minute or two. So I am communicating. Hopefully the Oculus web customer service will send me a response soon, and as soon as I know something, then you'll probably see me do more gameplay videos. I had promoted this headset and the Quest to all my friends and family. I am still waiting on the Quest. I got my case. Best Buy basically has lost my Quest, and they're gonna make it up to me, but I am waiting for that. I was a little bit upset yesterday, and I'm still pretty upset because I haven't been able to use it for longer than 5 minutes now with the software related issues, and I was having really bad performance issues on Steam VR. So that's something to keep in mind, that it can happen to you, because my computer is a i7 6700 Skylake processor with a EVGA GTX 1080 Ti, and I have a 2GB SSD. I shouldn't be running into any problems because of my computer, so it has to be software related in some way. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys having any similar experiences? Are you enjoying your Rift S? It is a pretty good headset. It is lacking on a lot of ways, but it does excel in a lot of ways as well. Especially the fact that you can play all the newest Oculus experiences natively. But let me know what you guys think. Put it in the comments. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. Give me a like if you liked it. Give me a dislike if you didn't like it. And make sure you subscribe if you want to continue seeing more examples of Samsung Mixed Reality, Rift S, or Quest comparisons. And I'll see you guys next video. Thank you.